ground. Then we are trying to wipe off. Doxy is on the run, and he jumps.
Good afternoon, everybody. We are here with a match. Yes, with a match. It actually happened. We do not have a death win for either of these teams, as they are gonna fight for their spots in this ProDota2 league. They are gonna play one game because this is the losers bracket. Losers bracket games are best out of one. And we are gonna have a game between IG and Orange, and we are gonna have Orange on the dire side, IG on the Radiant side, and yeah, the winner of this match will face Infused right after this match. So that's going to be the matchup next to this one. And just to tell you as well in advance that after that game we're going to have a winners bracket game between CLG and Pawn and Bottom to determine which of the two teams is going to be making it into the grand final already, and which still has to go on through the losers bracket final, I should say. And to stop the sounds from happening, just have to do that one. There we go. So we have the matchup: IG versus Orange. One game only, one chance they have to still be in this competition. So very important match, because the prize pool of this tournament is not to be reckoned with. The main prize is $10,000 for the team that wins. So definitely something that you want to fight for. We have got a Leshrac ban out, as well as a Chen and a Lycan and a Darkseer so far. So far not really that much excitement, apart from the Chen. I mean, we don't really see the Chen being banned out all that much. So that is, I mean, yeah, it is a solid hero to ban out, and you know, it's annoying to face regardless. Maybe they just want to ban out more jungle heroes, maybe banning out the Enchantress just to deny those jungle heroes, because it can be really annoying to fight jungle heroes if you're not planning on doing that yourself. Of course, the Enigma would still be in then, but what also is still in is that Nature's Prophet, is that Invoker that we see picked up regularly as well. And we're gonna see a Templar Assassin being banned out as the last ban coming off from Invictus Gaming. And they do not want to face that one. I'm trying to read into, okay, they do not want to face that one because why? That's the question that I then ask myself. And Templar Assassin is a very strong hero mid-game, so maybe they are planning on a strategy that requires longer games than that. Or maybe they just want to have the most aggressive lineup for mid-game themselves without being countered by, for example, a Templar Assassin. We'll see which one of the two it's gonna be. As I just need a sip of water, because obviously you can hear my voice being stupid right now. And yeah, for the people asking, so I already said Mouse is already through to the semi-finals of the losers bracket. Basically because they got two death wins today. One versus Zenith, that could not get their teams, their players up in time. And they were just forced to forfeit because, you know, they couldn't play. And one for Quantic for just not showing up, no word from them. And that is why Mouse is already through. And that is why we're going to see Orange versus IG as our first actual game of today. First serious game, I should say, because of course we saw the game between casters and players previously. We have got Nature's Prophet picked up. The Naga Siren was the last ban out from Orange. Let's see what they want to pick up themselves. Are they going to go for a jungle hero? And I think Enigma then, or an Enchantress either way, and something solo like an Invoker? Or are they going to go for something entirely different, just securing something? The only thing, like, if you're already going to pick up something like, for example, Morphling, just to name one, you already give away your strategy. So I am thinking Orange is going to be playing it rather safe, not giving anything away for their strategy. Maybe even a Windrunner with that. But yeah, it is a very important game, and one of the major advantages you have as a dire team is that last pick. There's nothing that can counter your last pick. So if people can guess your last pick, they will be able to counter it regardless. So we see this is very safe. An Invoker and a Queen of Pain. Invoker is good in almost all stages of the game. Late game he doesn't skill as well, but he is still pretty solid with all the spells that he can throw out there. Queen of Pain, very well, can be played in different ways, but fairly aggressive in the mid game, but not really. It doesn't really rule out any kind of strategy. She fits in a lot of different strategies. However, on the Dire side, sorry, on the Radiant side, I should say, we see a Tinker being picked up. If they also combine it with a Lone Druid, which is still in the pool, then, or you know, anything that has some form of pushing power, that is going to be such a dangerous lineup for Orange, as they're facing a very global lineup right there, and that is indeed pushing power. Venomancer picked up here is going to be support for some kind of game, and of course, yeah, that is just looking very scary for Orange right now. They have to get some anti-push, maybe a Beastmaster, even though they already have those sort of lanes. Earthshaker would be a good opportunity, it would be a good chance there, because you can just lay down that Fissure and clear off some of the creep waves, or even Keeper of the Light. I do like he is a counter pusher, definitely. Invoker is already quite a counter push hero with his tornado and meteors and stuff. He can turtle fairly well, but if you're gonna turtle versus a Tinker, that's gonna be a tough job. So you're gonna have to do something extra than just that tornado and the meteor, because that March of the Machines will just allow IG to basically walk up to your tower, because you won't be able to go in with the March of the Machines there, and you know, they can just walk up to your tier 3 tower and start attacking it. That's something you don't want. You want to be able to have something against that. And what are they gonna pick? What are they gonna choose to do that? A Sand King is the choice, so they are gonna go for some kind of counter push, but also it is fairly aggressive too, because if they do indeed go for your tier 3 tower and they do push up the ramp, then Sand King could throw down a good epicenter, and you will be initiating that team fight even with the Martian machines there. And it means Sand King might die, but at least he'll have his epicenter already done. But well, we'll find out how it's gonna work out for them. We're first gonna go into the second round of ban phase. We have got a Shadow Demon being banned out, of course. As we see, Orange does not have a strong support yet, unless they're going to use Sand King as that. So that is why we see IG banning out support, and a Shadow Demon in specific is, of course, just a good hero to have, and it makes for great combinations at that, and would potentially be a very strong tri-lane with the Sand King and the Shadow Demon, and then something else to farm. As I do think Orange is going to go for some hard carry later on. Something to maybe kill off the Tinker fairly fast, like Ethereal Blade. I'm just throwing out names out there. They have banned out the Rubik. Rubik is it is a strong hero. I don't think that IG would have gone for that though. But it does indicate that maybe they want to go for some hero with some strong ultimate, like Enigma, for example. But we'll find out. We have a Broodmother banned out by IG. Something they don't want to face. They want to be able to push in peace without having to worry about the lane where the Broodmother is on, where they might not be able to be pushing, and they also don't want to get counter pushed by that one. Last ban coming out for Orange. What will they go for? And yeah, I just now realized that HY is not here. But still they ban out the Templar Assassin. Templar Assassin is being played by Orange quite a bit, and also played by HY, but he is being replaced by Mushi, as we see.
5 seconds remaining.
So, okay. They ban out a Chaos Knight, so that will be the last ban out for Orange, as IG looking for probably a tri-lane or dual lane, unless they want to send Nature's Prophet into that jungle. Oh, what is this? Oh, cool. I didn't do that yet. You see all the names? Oh, you don't see them here. Oh, they're standing there. This is kind of cool. But we already knew which heroes they were, so. Enchantress will be picked up here by IG, so they want to go for that jungle hero still, which does make me believe that maybe a Enigma might still be picked up, just to make sure that Orange also has something in the jungle. And Sand King can make good dual lanes, maybe with a Mirana or something. Going for that mid-game aggression together with the Queen of Pain. But Enchantress there, that means only one last pickup for IG. I'm seeing Venomancer, I'm thinking Juggernaut. I don't think they're gonna go for that though. It doesn't really fit into their strategy, as we see that there's only 12 seconds left into the bonus time. We're gonna see a Lina pick up still. It is a combination that we see fairly often. We have Windrunner picked up for IG, so Juggernaut, yeah, oh well. Windrunner for IG. But we do see the combination of Sand King and Lashrek fairly often, and if you don't have a Lashrek at your disposal, because he's banned out, Alina is a good second, with also that that follow-up stun for Leshrax's Burrow Strike. But what hero do they want to go with? Because this is looking like a tri lane. What hero are they gonna supplement it with? They bannered the CK by themselves already, which is quite surprising because that would have been an awesome lane. But Mirana would still be an option, maybe even a Morphling steal as well. Just a ranged carry kinda type is what my expectation is. With a bit of anti-push as well. Of course Lina has a bit of anti-push by herself. It's gonna be a Tidehunter, okay, not what I was expecting, but definitely I do think a strong pickup here. Because basically if we look at IG, they've got a very strong lineup. And from the first two picks you knew what they were gonna do. That means also Orange knew what they are gonna do. And the only thing that they miss in their lineup, I mean, they have pushing power, they have got carry, semi-potential, carry potential, semi-carry potential, they've got a jungle hero, everything is there apart from team fights. And what's the thing that you want to do if you want to push? You basically, if you're pushing with multiple heroes, then you're technically forcing out a team fight, and right now team fights are all for Orange. With that Epicenter, with a Ravage, they are looking very strong. I'm not sure how well they would be able to defend their towers though. That will depend on timing and such. We will see how that's gonna go. Of course, with the Enchantress there, it does indicate that they want to go for some kind of gank and then force the tower down afterwards. But well, we're gonna see how that goes. We will see. As we have for Orange, let's see who's playing what. We have X or Extinct playing the Sand King for Orange. Yamate is going to be playing the Tidehunter. We have Mushi on the Queen of Pain. Winter is going to be playing the Invoker. And last but not least is Ice up on that Lina. So that is all 5 heroes for Orange. As we are jumping ourselves over to the Radiant side. And we are going to ask for 1 minute. That will be fine. We see YYF playing the Windrunner. Faith is going to be playing the support Venomancer. Ferrari going to be playing his Tinker, as Invoker was not bad nor picked, right? Quite surprising. But we've seen Ferrari playing the Tinker more often, and he's doing a great job with that as well. Chuan is going to be playing the Enchantress, and Zhao is going to be playing the Nature's Prophet for IG. And I will just check the pings for a second. I don't think there should be too much difference, but we will see. As we see Orange all around 100, and we see IG around 160 actually. Okay, so there's about 70 ping difference for this game in favor of Orange. But it's really going to be strategy versus strategy for this game. Team fights versus push. A lot of push. Yeah, really a lot of push. This is the push, of course, but you know what I mean. Ferrari is going to be in the middle. We have seen that more often as well, as we're going to see Windrunners again with a Venomancer, and then Enchantress is going to be making a aggressive tri-lane on the top lane, with Nature's Prophet then probably going towards the bottom lane, and they are going to find each other right here. Or at least the Treant is what makes the rest back off, knowing that they won't be able to do anything versus that amount of heroes. And we are gonna see the top lane being occupied by the Lina, by the Tidehunter, and I do think that the Sand King will stick here as well, even though he is moving away, but will be moving back as well. So I do think we'll see if that's gonna be a trend. We're gonna see Winter in the middle and Queen of Pain on the bottom lane, or the other way around. It doesn't really matter all too much. As the Sand King and Tidehunter standing here to make sure that they are going to get the first rune if it spawns on the bottom lane. They will have to deal with the Venomancer. They might be getting killed up, which might not be really ideal, but they should be fine nonetheless. And it is indeed going to be a rune on the top lane. It's going to be a double damage rune, giving some extra right-click power to the Tidehunter, who is going to be taking on the semi-carry role, the farming role. And I do love his blade. Seriously, what kind of blade is that? I don't have that. Pirate Slayer's Cutlass? Should be cut glass? Oh well. Kinda cool. Kinda cool indeed. And I've got Lina here as well as the Sand King in the middle lane, so they might want to go for an early first blood upon Ferrari. Even though Sand King trying to play it very inconspicuous, there is gonna be a ward here for the Radiant side as well, for the Dire side, so they know it's just Tidehunter here. And Lina actually moving there, and a counter ward being placed instantly. And will be taking down the ward from the Dire team, making them blind over there. And Lina does have a sentry ward for herself, but no other ward for herself anymore. And she can't really do that right now without getting harassed and having the potential of being first blood. And she doesn't really want to do that. On the bottom lane we're gonna have Nature's Prophet up versus the Queen of Pain. Should be fine on both occasions. I mean, I don't think Queen of Pain will die. She has the blink, of course. If someone will die, it will be Nature's Prophet, but it is, of course, a safe lane for a reason. Nature's Prophet has a tower to help him out if really needed, and should be just fine with his last hits as well. Helped out by the Nature's Call if he wants to. Even though he's gonna use that for now to harass up on that one. Oh, Yamate's in trouble. Gets a Gale up on him. Right clicks follow. There goes the Earth of Warriors, and that is a first blood. And it was indeed 2 Earth of Warriors. Both used their clap. A lot of burst damage coming out, and Faith being the one to pick up the first blood. Going towards IG. Middle lane we see Invoker taking a laser. I do think, I mean, these two, I don't think they're gonna die anytime soon. I don't think so anyway. Nah, they'll be fine. They'll be fine. In the meantime, Sand King still pulling lanes, pulling heroes, or pulling creeps, getting some of the night creeps as the Enchantress picks up the Centaur, and actually pulls the lane with it. Getting some extra solid farm up with that one. Chases down Ice. Mushi has got the advantage of now having the lane in her direction. Maybe it's partly because of these Treyans, but so far he's microing his Treyans, okay. One thing that, of course, as an Nature's Prophet, you have to really watch out for not feeding your Treyans, because they just give extra golden experience to your opponent, which you don't really want to do. Some harassment being done there, a lot of harassment actually. In the meantime, top lane is the one where we should be watching most, I guess. That's the one where the standoff is happening. That's the one where Tidehunter is trying to get some farm as well as the Windrunner. Windrunner, who so far, oh, never mind, Gale upon the Tidehunter. Partial will go through. Burst Strike hits on the Enchantress though as well. The gosh, Anchor Smash there, Lena's down, and there goes Enchantress going down. Picked off by the last hit for the creep. Gold getting split between all 3 heroes up here for Orange, and Tidehunter being able to stay alive. He still has a self, so he should not worry. Not worry at all, as IG is just gonna continue farming up these creeps in the jungle. March of the Machines will make sure that Winter has to back off slightly, and he is backing his March of the Machines to full first. He's gonna max that out first, so fairly aggressive from him. Tinker is gonna get a cold snap, but is gonna do some harassment. He doesn't even move. He's like, okay, you know what? You cold snap me, I attack you. Mushi out of regen right now, with Zhao still having all 3 of his tangos. Something to note. If there's going to be a gank there from someone, that's going to be ending badly for the Queen of Pain. If there's going to be well, for example, burst strikes, we started up with, talking about burst strikes, there we have one up on Chan from X. And here comes a cold snap as well from the Invoker who comes here. Lena's stun doesn't hit, but the cold snap will help out, and it's going to be Lena that picks off the last hit. Takes a kill off an Enchantress in the jungle. That was just a fairly easy pickup. As I guess I saw her moving here and then went from the high ground, saw her standing there, and it was a fairly even kill, easy kill, sorry. With now 2 for 1 in favor of Orange, and it's just still waiting for, Orange is waiting until they can take the team fights with the Tidehunter, and for IG it's waiting until their Tinker has got Boots of Travel, the Nature's Prophet can do something, like he just did, killing out the Queen of Pain. While he ran away, his Treyans were attacking the Queen of Pain, and Nature's Prophet is going to be able to TP home for that, but it's just going to be waiting for that, for the Nature's Prophet to be a high enough level to start pushing and pressuring those towers. A successful gank from someone on the lane will probably mark the end of that one, as they all teleport back. Queen of Pain here, Nature's Prophet here as well, and here they go. Shadow Strike landing and aggression instantly on there from Mushi. Wow, having to blink away. Nature's Prophet ultimate doing a lot of damage to her. And like I said, still some regen up on the Nature's Prophet, so he should be fine. But with that Shadow Strike, that actually does quite a bit of damage. Shadow Strike level 1 only, but it doesn't really matter. It still hurts. It still definitely hurts. Top lane in the meantime, we do see the Tidehunter still, I mean, 17 for 3. He's not really getting that much, but he is definitely not doing bad for the tri lane that he's on. With, I mean, come on, it's a tri lane with at least 2 ranged heroes constantly in range, and another ranged hero able to harass him as well. And he's a melee hero, supported by 1 other melee and Alina. So, really doing a good job with that. As he's now also out of regen, has got 100 and, 1,000 gold up in his inventory, in his bank, I should say. And it will probably be going for boots, maybe a mana booster, mana orb, to start things off with. Energy booster, that is, actually. Sand King is gonna be playing some aggressive. No, He's level 3. Lena level 3. Level 6 up on the Tidehunter. Oh, they might want to force this out. They might want to force out a Ravage right now. They've got to deal with the Windrunner level 5. Venomancer level 4. And then Enchantress level 3. So the only difference is that Tidehunter has been giving some more experience by that Earthshaker, sorry, by the Sand King and the Lena. And Venomancer soaking a bit more up than the Venomancer and the Lena. Purely making it a kind of a trade-off. With Tidehunter now being fairly low, he probably has to back off before actually trying to go for a Ravage again. In the meantime, this lane, fairly simple lane to be fair, with 20 for 3 up on the Invoker, and Tinker having a 27 for 5, so still fairly even. Meantime, Tier 1 tower on the top went down. I mean, we saw it being low the entire time, getting pressured, and that's the difference between ranged heroes and melee heroes. They can just continue to do that. They had the advantage with this Venomancer Ward level 2 as well. So the pushing power is there. The start has been made by that, as the first tower is down up on the side of Orange. Nothing is determined just yet, though. Still at the start of this game, the begin phase of this game, as Lena is looking for something to do, but she won't catch out Ferrari because he will be fine on his side of the river, and he'll see Lena coming from a mile away.
Radiant's bottom tower is
So
under
not really all that interesting though, and Lena is actually backing off. She doesn't have anything really. Well, there comes the donkey. I was gonna say she actually has boots, so that's something for her.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
As
attack.
Tidehunter has got boots as well, managed to pick up a bracer. Gonna go for another circlet, maybe another bracer for him. So going for fairly tanky first to make sure that he can at least stay alive when he throws out his Ravages. And we've got the Sand King, has got his mana boots. He has been able to pick up some farm as well. Enchantress has got 22 losses as well. Has been doing okay so far. Everybody's just getting their boots, getting their stuff sorted, as the pressure is on still for the tri-lane versus tri-lane on the top lane. In the meantime, bottom lane, Queen of Pain is still there, but the Nature's Prophet actually rotated and is now on the top lane. He has his hand of Midas. Oh, we have something going on. There goes the Gush, goes off on Sean. Nature's Attendance will help out. Burrow Strike hitting still though. There comes Lena's stun. Gale hits on 2, and there is the kill. Sand King picking that one up, as they are all slowed. Was it a 3-people Gale? It was a 3-people Gale. Nice one. So they won't be able to chase down anymore, as they will still be able to pick up the Enchantress creep, the Troll Warlord,
Is under attack.
and the Gale wears off. So quick pickup for the kill. I did not use any ultimate for that. I mean, Ravage is still there, so still that threatening ability for them. As we have the Windrunner. Yeah, she's okay. It's 26 for 3, but she is actually even with the Tidehunter, something that you would not expect. And of course, the difference is going to be the tower, but it is. Oh, whoa! You saw that too, didn't you? Yep, he wanted to Ravage for a second, probably just to make sure that Windrunner backed off, knowing like, you know what, I can do this. So why are you here? Why are you trying to challenge me here? Like, Nature's Prophet is getting challenged by Queen of Pain, but there's going to be no TP. Cold Snap helping out, and that is actually going to be a kill. Invoker picking up the last hit, TPing in there with the Sand King. Actually, Sand King TPing in there, Invoker just running other way around, by the looks of it. I got on cooldown. The Queen of Pain able to pick up the kill there, or at least, well, it wasn't hers, but, you know, on her lane at least. And she definitely took the advantage of this lane. Nature's Prophet still ahead of last hits now with his Hand of Midas, farming a bit faster as well. As we see Lena in a lot of trouble. Managed to land up a stun on Faith, but is going to drop here. Not through neutrals as she tried, but just to the Venomancer, who just placed the ward and is going to get hit in the tornado. There will be a Gush as well, and he will probably drop on the price of that one. Invoker picking up the kill. In the meantime, Tier 1 tower getting pressured on the middle lane. Nature's Prophet TPing in there, and I mean, even though it's still looking fairly even, I mean, kill wise and stuff, but this is Tinker actually going down on the bottom lane. Tinker, who has got his Wizard Travel, I guess he just TP'd in there at the wrong time with the Sonic Wave being used from the Queen of Pain. Actually gave the Sand King a level 6, nice job for him. And Zauri's gonna TP in, gonna do some harassment. Tower still alive, fortification on there, so the tower will be getting denied here, I believe, as there was just 2 TPs in Windrunner as well, now joining there. And yeah, I mean, there's like, it is fairly even, as we can see. The only difference is the pushing power from IG, and they managed to take down 2 towers with that already. And I have a feeling that is only gonna be the beginning. beginning of the push. Oh, Tidehunter getting spotted out. He wants to go in from behind and maybe throw down a Ravage, because there was also going to be some support up from the Lina. But now he is so outnumbered that he probably won't... Oh, never mind. He will still go for it. Guys landing on Ferrari. There comes the TPs in. Margin Machines will slow them down. Shackle landing on the Tidehunter. And there's going to be Windrunner as well. The Tinker going down. Queen of Pain blinking in there and throwing down the screen to get the double kill. Tinker buying back. He will be back shortly as Nature's Prophet drops. Triple kill for Queen of Pain. Mushi on the run. Will get an ultra kill for that one as she picks up the Venomance. And Tidehunter will be juking in the forest to try to get away from the Treants. We'll be able to do that for now. And Queen of Pain getting picked up still by the Nature's Prophet, as we see Invoker with a lot of trouble. Got locked in his Proud, ate his way through, and is going to be safe in the meantime. Tinker managed to still pick up the Tidehunter. He was apparently not able to TP away from that side, but that was an ultra kill for the Queen of Pain, and that is something worth dying for, which he in the end did. But definitely a nice one, as we still see Sand King trying to get away from that one. I think he will be fine with Nature's Prophet not being able to TP for another 12 seconds. Never mind. Never mind. They never miss. They never miss. Ferrari picking that one up with the rocket. So, okay. So losing 3 heroes in the process. And I don't think they lost Lina, but they lost 3 heroes. 3 for 4 in the end. And the kill on... I mean, the kill on Queen of Pain is annoying, but Queen of Pain got something in return of it. And, Lina... One more hit will do the job. Pops her magic stick and will be able to stay alive unless she goes in. Unless she goes in! Tinker! I mean, Lina! What? In the meantime, Invoker picking up the Windrunner still. Venomance ulti being used, hits up on the Sand King, throws out a burst. He's gonna go for an epicenter, will be able to do so before he dies, but he will die. Faith will drop here as well from the Invoker. Here comes the Queen of Pain, Sonic Wave over the Enchantress, picks her up. Zhao is gonna TP out. There is the gush, but there is nothing they can do to stop that from happening. And that Lina, oh, she did not have to die. That was just, oh, I'm face palming here. There's no camera, but I was face palming. I was. She is gonna be so unhappy with that. Sorry. Ice. Oh. But still, a nice comeback from Orange, as they just demonstrated what they can do with their lineup, being so aggressive as they are. Of course, if they stick around long enough, everybody from IG will be back as well, and they'll be able to kill them off, because they do have a lot of mobile heroes with the Nature's Prophet, with the Tinker there. So after a fight like that, they have to just back out. That is something that they probably learned from this encounter. And they went back in themselves to try to get some kills, which they did, so that's a good job for them. Losing the Lina at that, but you know, still not bad. They did a good job with that, but right now we're gonna see them probably after the first initiation, if they do that again, and with their Ravage, after a team fight, they will probably back out, especially if they see a buyback from the Tinker. Because of course they don't really have to back off unless there is a buyback, but there was a buyback, and there was yeah. Ooh, Invisible Invoker is gonna find an Enchantress. He doesn't really know how outnumbered he just is here, though. He's gonna stay out of range so that there's not gonna be the illusion. Oh, the animation for the Invoker being close to you and slowing you thing. Here comes the Tidehunter. He has a Ravage. They want to throw it out. 3 people in the Ravage. There we go. Windrunner actually able to back out from that one, but Venomance will drop there. Still nice skill. Nice shackle. Power shot going through. Tidehunter has got an Anchor Smash, but is going to try to TP out from there. So the Laguna Blade hits on a Tinker. Tinker will be able to back off from that one as Invoker uses his Magic Stick to try and stay alive. But here comes the Nature's Prophet helping out. And the Power Shot from Windrunner to finish him off. Tidehunter able to get away. And the only kill they got for that fight was the Venomancer. And that was not a very successful fight for Orange. As I do think that Windrunner, that Windrun was so well timed. If she was caught in the Ravage, that would have been kill. That would have been more kills than right now. That would have been better for them. But nice play by YYF, making sure that Ravage was not hitting on him, and they want to go in from behind. Here comes the Burst Strike, hits on 2, and he's gonna pop himself into a Sandstorm. Gush landing on Enchantress, and will be able to back out. Nice, nice Proud on the Invisible Hero. But yeah, they don't really want to go for this. I mean, they have the epicenter, but it's just too risky, and it wasn't enough people to follow it up with anyway. So the tower gets defended, and that is it. That is it for now. Tinker is just gonna push. Oh, here comes Winter. Cold Snap up on Zhao. Tinker is close by, and will be able to help out. There's a Tornado. EMP going off as well. Locks himself into his stride together with Winter. One more right click needed, and there we go. Invoker picking up the kill, and is backing out from that one as Tinker had TP to the base again. He's like, okay, you know what? I'm not gonna mix myself in that one. You boys fight it out, and I'll be in base sitting right here. And he did that, and we have a pushing from IG on upon the bottom lane. Tier 2 tower is looking to be the target, and we see everybody of orange already rotating there. There's no Ravage up for now. There is, of course, the epicenter, which they still have, but they need more people to have a follow-up for that. Rockets will fly, hitting up on the Yamate on the Tidehunter. And they're gonna move into the margin machines. Yes, they are. Is there gonna be a Burrow Strike? Queen of Pain blinking in, landing a Shadow Strike up on the Enchantress. But that is the pressure being done. Tower still stands. And they might actually want to go in on this now because everybody of orange is quite low. We see them still hanging around here. And here's Tinker. He's back. Nature's Prophet TPing in there as well. They want to go for his Rocket will fly. Hitting up on the Invoker. The only one that wasn't taken alone just yet. And they can't really fight it in the marching machines. Wow, that hurt. And there they go, tower dead. Nature's Prophet taking the last hit, and orange being forced back into their base. And Tinker be TPing out again towards the base because he can't do that. Are they gonna try to pick someone up on a retreat? I don't think so. Gold graph in the meantime. IG in favor of over 5k, and that's basically that's just towers. I mean, look at the kills. Kills are in favor of orange, but just the pushing power of IG is is causing this. The only thing, well, they took 2 towers in return on orange side, so that is definitely not bad for them considering their lineup. And it's Prophet TP in. They want to go for the next tier 2 tower. Oh, there's going to be a fight though. Ravage is back up as well. Here comes X coming in from the side. Burrow Strike hits. And he pops himself into his tantrum. Venom has the ulti. There goes the Tinker already down. Shackle lights up on Queen of Pain. Takes some damage from the impetus from Sean. Takes a power shot as well. And is going to drop there. Enchantress picking up the last hit. Burrow Strike up on Windrunner in the meantime, who is still alive for now. Epicenter won't reach her anymore. But Gush will. Tidehunter getting a double kill. Rockets will fly. Tinker is back. Wants to go for more. And Yamate can't back out of the marching machines. He has to do it by another way. Here comes the Sprout. There comes Zowie again. And that is going to be the kill. Nature's Prophet double kill for that one. And Ravage was used in that fight just like the epicenter, but not a team fight that Orange was hoping for. Just because Tinker was back so fast. Did he buy back again? Yes, he did. That is just the power of that, and as did the Nature's Prophet. So there's 2 heroes. Oh, hello, Queen of Pain. Was that really what you wanted to do? You don't really have anything you're gonna drop. That was a bit overextension. Like, okay, quite a bit. Like a lot, okay. But that was the same thing as I said earlier. When you're having a team fight, you can be winning if you're orange because you have that team fight potential. But with the buybacks coming out from both Tinker and Nature's Prophet, and they have the farm to do that quite frequently. If we look at the goal per minute, they are on top there. But it's just costing them a lot. And even though they're still ahead on kills, which is all fine, losing these kind of fights, or in the end losing their heroes is hurting them a lot. And they are kind of prepared on losing their towers. That is, I mean, that's what you should be prepared for if you're gonna have if you're gonna be facing a lineup like the one of IG. But the way they're doing now, they're actually forcing fights where they don't have the security of taking them. Now they could force it out, but now they don't have the Ravage and the Sand King. But at least the buybacks are on cooldown. And well, as soon as this tower is down, which is now Nature's Prophet picking that gold up, they will have Gale landing. They won't go in on that though. They will have a lot of counter push. That is what they need. They have got the tornado. They've got the what's it called, Dragon Slave. There we go. Look, they've got stuff to kill off creep rates very fast. Queen of Pain is also a kind of counter pusher, and that's what their strength is going to be: holding out that and then forcing a team fight when they have the advantage, and then backing off again. And doing that the entire time, taking team fights back off, taking team fights back off. If they can continue doing that, then they will get the upper hand. But right now, the pushing power from IG is just too big to deal with. Picking up heroes one by one is also a good thing to do, but they can't really do that because look at IG. They are just so pushed together, stick together the entire time. The only one not here right now is Tinker, but it's Tinker. He has boots of travel. Of course he's not here. Same goes for the Nature's Prophet. That is the power of IG. They can just stick here the entire time, and Tinker and Nature's Prophet will just TP back and forth to make sure, one, that the other lanes are not going to push themselves out towards their base, and two, that they're going to be able to regen and stuff every time again. And it looks like a smoke out for Orange as they want to go in from behind. It's just 3 heroes there, and it is gonna cost them some damage being done to the tower here, for sure. But I'm not sure what they're trying to aim here. Ward being placed. Yeah, that's nice. Tinker back already, landing some rockets. It's just the power of the Tinker. You can't really do that much against it. TP incoming. There's a Tidehunter wanted to go in there, want to land a Ravage. Burst Strike doesn't hit anything. Shackle holds them in place, and this might be disastrous for Orange. Lina already picked up. Yamate is gonna still throw out a Ravage, hits on 3, and that is at least something, but there's not gonna be a lot of follow-up, and Judge was picking that up, and he was the only one there. No follow-up. Sand King had to back off. Queen of Pain was not there in time to do anything, even with her haste rune. Invoker being back to base to regen his mana and health from all the rockets he took, and that is just a Ravage being wasted there. Tornado EMP going through, only hits on creeps though, and tower is dropped. As Necronomicon on Nature's Prophet, they want to continue the push. Level 3 Necronomicon already. Deafening Blast going through. We haven't checked the items that much just yet, so we don't see that much big items just yet. I mean, it's 22 minutes in, you can't really expect that big of items yet. We have got Invoker almost finishing his 4th staff. Won't help him defend his base all too much though. Here comes the Tinker again. We'll throw out some more to the machines. And maybe land some rockets, there we go. And we'll be spamming out his mana until he's out, and then he will TP back and we'll be going again. Oops, almost throw something on the floor. Tidehunter, gonna have some trouble. Power shot, impetus, he is forced back. It was a very aggressive TP there, but the barracks still went down. They can't really do anything here, and Orange is just locked into position, as I will make sure that the lane doesn't get pushed out, like I said earlier. It is just such a tough position for Orange to be in. And we're gonna have the ranged barracks going down here too, by the looks of it, with this siege creep here, and the creep wave. And the siege creep will just need 2 more hits, and there we go, 1 more hit, and he's not dead, and you know, there goes the barracks. And IG thinks, okay, you know what, that's one side. Let's decide on a different side and go for that one. And we're gonna have Orange trying to look for a team fight. Look at that standoff. They just got them so much gold. Experience, I mean, it's still fairly even. If you look at the kills, it's still fairly even, but it doesn't really say anything. I should say that. It doesn't really say a single thing. The pushing power coming off from IG is just so big right now. Not funny for IG to be handling that, if it's even possible to handle that for them. I mean, they can get kills and stuff, but what did they get in return? They got 2 tier 1 towers so far, middle and bottom lane, but that is it. And the tier 1 tower middle is mostly important for so that people can't TP to it and stuff. But if you have the Nature's Prophet and you have the Tinker, they get TP to anything anywhere anyway. So yeah. It's mostly nice for the gold, I guess, but gold is not going to help you now. You need more. You need more, and this is just waiting. They're just waiting for the push-in to come, but when it comes, it will be march to the machines, march to the machines, march to the machines, and some right-clicks being done by the creeps, some right-clicks being done by the Necronomicons. Sand King getting harassed here and going down actually to the Nature's Prophet. This guy. Yeah. And that was just a creep. Some enchanters hitting up on the tower already, definitely blasting and P going through, just harassing them back. But there's really nothing they can do other than that. And Invoker, I mean, he can send through stuff, and we have the Ravage back up again as Tidehunter is getting some more, and he's actually TPing in there. Okay, you can do that. Kind of waste of the money, I believe, but nice anyway. He's gonna walk in there, but he can't really stand there. He has to do something. First up, Ravage, nice job. Hits on 4. They have to go in on that Sonic Wave. Hits on 1 only. Shackle latches Yamata to a creep. Power shot, and Venomancer picking him up. It's gonna be Nature's Prophet that will go down, but he bites back, so he will be back shortly. Tinker TPing out of there. We have Tron. Nature's Attendants will keep him alive. Nobody else dying, and that is a team fight that Orange has to take, and they did take it. Oh, it's not over yet. Still have Sand King on the chase. This is the key for Orange to still try to get something. Oh, Power Shot will finish it off. Shackle, no, Queen of Pain, he will drop here for sure, and that is gonna be a push-in will happen. That is gonna be a tier 3 tower down. They don't have a Ravage, they don't have a Sand King for the epicenter. So what I was gonna say, the Sand King was the key for Orange to still have a chance when the pushing continued, which it was. Which it is, because, you know, Nature's Prophet could just TP back after buying back. And that's the tier 3 tower going down. Queen of Pain did buy back. Hyde's got a BKB up on her, but it's on cooldown right now. She takes a lot of harassment from the Enchantress. And Enchantress is just going to continue hitting on the barracks after Queen of Pain blinks away. And there goes the ranged barracks going down. And that is Orange. I'm not sure. What did they need to do to still have a chance here? 2 sets of barracks are down right now. Yamate, he can't really be standing there. He doesn't have a Ravage. Only with a Ravage would he be able to be alive. There he goes, dies again. Queen of Pain picking up, Queen of Pain denied him actually, so that is something nice. But GG is still cold because Orange has not a chance to come back from this one, and they realize that. So they will be losing this match, which was a loser bracket game. So that's just the best out of 1 to determine which one of these 2 teams will be facing up in Fuse in the match that will happen straight after this one. And IG looking really solid and getting their hands up on the combination of a Tinker and a Nature's Prophet is just so hard to deal with that pushing power. It's just yeah, we saw that. Mushi is gonna try to run away.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
He's gonna try to stay alive. That is his goal. As we see the tier 3 tower still getting picked off. I mean, they just need to go for these tier 4s and then going for the Ancients, as Orange is not planning on disconnecting just yet. They want to continue fighting actually. There's a Ravage up in 11 seconds. There goes the Enchantress. Was it a fake GG? No. There we have the question mark from Chuan. Because he was the one that just died. Dagon. Who has it? The Tinker has a Dagon. Okay. And there goes the Nature's Prophet, the Titan as well. Gets picked up. Double kill for the Nature's Prophet.
Dire's bottom barracks are under
Game can lose, but Chuan must kill right. What? Oh, I don't know what they're saying. But yeah, GG again. This time I do think they will not do anything anymore. The barracks will drop there, and there goes the other barracks, and disconnects are gonna come out. At least one. And there they go. Mega creeps! So this was a game for ProDota2. ProDota2 is a tournament that has an immense prize pool. And we want to support those kind of tournaments, and you can do that by buying the in-game ticket for €3.40. You will be supporting the tournament organizers with that. You can check out more information up on the website for the teams and how they got here in the first place, and what is going to be the schedule for the rest of the games, because the grand final, which is what we're working through, is going to be held tomorrow, together with the loser bracket semi-finals and finals. But if you want to know more about that one, go to ProDota2.com with the 2 just written down as in numbers. ProDota2.com. And my name is Sheever. I am a Ghost of Gamers caster. You can find out more information about me on SheeverGaming.com, and you can subscribe to my YouTube, youtube.com/SheeverGaming. Please do that. That would be very nice. And we will be jumping ourselves into game number 1 of IG versus Infuse to determine which one will be facing up Mouse in the losers bracket semi-finals tomorrow. So stay tuned for that one. I will be back shortly with more, because yeah, you don't want to miss this. So be right back and stay tuned.